Okay, well, start off by saying once again, welcome guys, and thanks Naf for the nice introduction. And I would just like to make this as brief as possible, but as accurate as possible. I will start off by saying how I got involved with cryptocurrency in general. I remember there was a friend of mine in Hamburg, Germany, who I was doing a business presentation once, and we were actually trying to get him to buy some of our telecommunication services. And I briefly asked the gentleman, what were he involved in life? What was his profession, and what was his occupation? And he replied that he actually mines Bitcoin. And back then I had no idea what Bitcoin was. It was a foreign language to me, and he basically summed it up to this. He literally said, I'm printing digital money. And I always knew back then that at some point the economy would have to hit a form of reset or morph into a new form of payment system, because we all knew that the current economy was not working quite well around the world. So right then and there, I think this was back about 5 years ago. Right then and there, I knew that we had a golden position 5 years ago. Even back then, the price of the Bitcoin was about $100. So I got to work immediately. I did some researches, and back then they had no material. Everyone was doubting the Bitcoin when it was $100. I did researches, and I tried my best to go out and try to create an income, create these Bitcoins with some of the basic technical background that I had. I really believed that I would be able to, get this technicality out of the way and start mining directly these digital currencies. And that's exactly what I did. I had a call with my brother from California, who's a technical engineer as well. And we spent about 48 hours and we start mining our first Bitcoin. We had a graphic card. We had the whole setup, and a lot of coffee, of course, a lot of Red Bull. And 48 hours, we were mining our first cryptocurrencies. Back then, they were Litecoins, and they were worth about 2 cents. So it was not really profitable because it was not growing that much. But just the accomplishment of seeing how, just like anyone else, we saw like firsthand how from nothing you can create this valuable digital currency. So it blows your mind visually, and you can have a glimpse of what the future could be like. Now, if you fast forward 5 years until today, we're involved with a lot of input from the media, a lot of input from governments around the world. So with all of this input, it changed my belief entirely of what we started with originally. So I got involved. Before I got involved, I had a call from Navarro, and I will never thank him enough for actually, sending me that message for that opportunity. And he said, you knew about cryptocurrency, and I said, yes, we have a very minimal knowledge about it, but we've mined firsthand, and we kind of know how the ins and outs work. And he said, guess what? There's going to have this network marketing opportunity that is going to open here in the world for the first time with this partnership with Genesis Mining. And right then and there, it didn't take me long. I think it took about 1 week, and the decision was made, and here I am. I've started about five days ago, and So what I'm here to do today is basically, with the knowledge that we've accumulated with the experience in crypto, how you can use this opportunity with Omnia and transform it into a profitable business. So there are many different streams of income that you benefit and you acquire with Omnia. And you can optimize your business how you want, when you want, and with whoever you want. But today we're going to show you in a very brief and concise manner how you can actually take full advantage and to be as effective as possible. So let's get right into it. By the way, this is the first time I'm presenting this PowerPoint presentation. I've just finished it a couple hours ago, so mind me if I'm a little slow with it. So let's start with a disclaimer. It's very important that you understand that everything that will be connected to digital currencies and cryptocurrencies in general, and Bitcoin and any other coin or digital currency that you hear about are streams of income, but at no point is it guaranteed, or you should consider any announcements as a final statement, because this technology called the blockchain and Bitcoin, they're very I would say they're very aggressive when it comes, or volatile when it comes to the value that it holds. So you know when you're getting involved with the network marketing aspect, it's going to directly be linked to the efforts that you put in. And this is something that you will definitely have to understand before even putting in any effort. So every earning is going to depend directly on the affiliate himself or herself. Then it's also very important that we state that there are no guarantees. Some individuals make a tremendous amount of profit, and others don't. The difference between both individuals is going to depend, once again, on how much input you put in. So that's very important that we get that out of the way before we proceed with any statements. What we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you guys the variance of income streams that you'll be able to generate with your business. So the first income stream, of course, and the most important, which is the reason we all joined Omnia, is you are mining firsthand cryptocurrencies. So when we are talking about mining, there's different ideas that come to your mind. Am I literally putting in efforts to mine digital currencies? No, not at all. Back then, it was a lot more complicated. Like I said, when we were doing it, we had to set up the machines, the physical machines. We had to go and buy the graphic cards. We had to set up the graphic cards. There was a minimum of technicality that was required to acquire these digital currencies. Today, just 5 years after, normal individuals, my grandmother is able to generate bitcoins and cryptocurrencies. So the most important part is which currency you're going to select to mine, and what type of mining are we talking about. So with Omnia, you will be doing what we call cloud mining. So cloud mining is a simple act of mining via a service, which means that you are renting machines. So there's a company, in this case it would be Genesis Mining, who owns the monopoly as of today of mining machines, and Omnia has a partnership with them. So what that means is you are literally renting a machine that they take care of, and that machine feeds you back these digital currencies directly to your wallet. So in this example, Omnia provides us a range of miners that we can mine from, and the range depends directly on your budget. How much you want to put on the table and get back a return in cryptocurrencies for what you're spending. So in this given example, we're talking about Ethereum. Now, I won't say much about Ethereum. What I will say is that, yeah, Ethereum is second place in the crypto world at the moment, and it's getting a lot of buzz throughout the corporate world, and it seems to be on the right track to be leveled with Bitcoin, simply because of this additional function called the smart contract, which permits many corporations to be more flexible with these cryptocurrencies. So that's at the moment it's a very lucrative digital currency, and yeah, Omnia provides us that opportunity to to allow us to purchase miners that will be able to directly mine Ethereum. Now, it's not going to stop. Now, there are different versions. The only thing that changes between every single miner that you will purchase or that you will be offering to your network or your contacts would be the speed. And this is what we're going to talk about next. And you can use these machines, these miners, to mine Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Zcash. So let's talk about, like, what do I mean with the performance? What do I mean with the speed or the power of these machines? Besides the price, which is obvious, the performance is what we call in the mining world, what we call hash rate. So I see there's a lot of males in the chat room. So I will use a basic example. It's the horsepower of your machine. So the more powerful, the more hash rate you have, the more you'll be able to mine these digital currencies. It's very simple. It's a very basic concept. There's no, there's no Einstein knowledge needed to understand. It's really that basic. So you turn on the machine, and it just goes to work. The faster the machine, the more output it gives you. So you should take note, of course, that when you are purchasing these miners from Omnia, you will be purchasing, in this case, a strong miner, and you should always add this activation fee, which is $49. So yeah. Now the hash rate, you will be faced with this dilemma that there's this performance hash rate, and then there's this payout hash rate. Now, what does that mean? All that means is what you buy and what you receive is two different elements. What you receive is the net, so that's what your payouts are going to be based on. So Omnia, they take care of the machines. They charge no fees for electricity or for maintenance or any of that. What you pay is flat, and this is the reason why 50% of what you're paying is alleviated from you, and you're allowed to actually mine with 50% of that performance. And also they provide you a guarantee, just in case one of the machines are down, they will be able to replace it immediately with a brand new machine. So all of that is taken care of. So the hash rate here, the gross hash rate, would be 374 mega hash per second, and the net, the final payout hash rate would be 100%. Now, well, what does that mean in the real world? Like, for the normal individuals that has no idea what that relates to. So what I will do is I will go to this website, which I will post the link. Actually, I'll post it right now. There you go. Okay, I will post it after, just to make it simple. And on this website, you will be able to directly see what is the payout that you actually receive on your wallet. This is very important because this is where you actually get paid and how much you get paid. So in our example, I would say that we go on the Omnia website, we go on Ethereum, and we're going to go on the strong miner, and we're just going to copy this information here. The payout is 187. You should always be careful, obviously, to make sure that you are actually selecting the coin. For example, if you would select Bitcoin, the hash power is stated in a different metric, which is gigahash per second and not mega hash per second. So just be careful with that. So just select Ethereum in our case, and 187. And what you would do is you will go on this website right here, and you would actually copy and paste 187. Actually, this is, there you go, 187. And since we do not pay any power consumption or fees or anything, you should put 0. So
Marcus, Jay, we are not seeing the screen or the.
Let me. Thanks for telling me that. Let me. Okay, new share, and we're gonna go on. There you go. Can you guys see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So you want to go to this website, which I'll post the link in a sec. You go on the miners from the Ethereum, from the Omnia website, and all you do is you look at the miner. In our case, is going to be the strong miner from Ethereum, and I will just paste 187 mega hash per second. So you copy it there, and this directly is what you receive as of today. The key word here is as of today. Now, we won't go deep into it, but that price depends not on a bank, not on an organization, or not on an individual. It depends directly on the technology itself. The technology itself has this element called difficulty. Is, put it this way, the value, I explain it all the time, like you have like a hill, okay? At the top of the hill, you have the summit, and the more the machines climb that hill to produce these digital currencies, the more the value increases. By the time these machines has reached the summit, the value will be at the highest, but the difficulty of acquiring every single coin would be at its most difficult. So every single day, you have huge corporations such as Genesis Mining and other private users who have these machines, and they're mining and producing these bitcoins, which are then transferred on the market. So there is no guarantee that tomorrow, 48 hours from now, or even 5 minutes from now, that the price that the output payments that you see here would be the same. It's technically impossible. So just let's get that out of the way. So as of today, if we would actually mine, the rate, the return would be $469 a month, and yeah, but that would be for Ethereum. It will be an entire different calculation if it was Bitcoin, and the returns will be different, which is the reason why Omnia provides us the luxury of giving us the most lucrative coins, and they will continue to to add to the pool of coins that we are able to mine with the machines that we are renting. We will be able to mine all of the most lucrative coins. So as long as there are cryptocurrencies existing in the world, which are about 900 as of today, we will always have an opportunity to mine and to offer this opportunity to other individuals. So let's go ahead with the next slide. So it's very important to understand that the payouts are daily, as you can see, and yeah, and it's transferred directly to your Ethereum wallet, which you can open at any.
You gotta switch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me switch it back. New share and PowerPoint presentation. There you go. Can you see the screen now again?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, so point number 2 is direct sales. This is going to be the second form of payment that you will receive from Omnia. Now, this direct sales is pretty basic, straightforward. Every single person that you will sponsor directly, you will be earning 10% from the purchase miner. So, for example, if Navarro was a contact of mine and he said, Jay, I would like to give this a try, and I would like to mine some bitcoins, and he goes out and he purchases the strong miner, which costs 8,500. You will earn 10% from that. So what's important to understand is when you purchase the miner, you own that when you open an account with Omnia, you will be offered the choice to select the miner, the coin that you would like to mine. And once you select that, it's final. You will never be able to change that coin. What you will be able to do is you can always create another account and then select that different coin. Now, if for whatever reason that coin becomes non-profitable, Omnia will reserve the right to actually add and replace that coin by a more profitable coin. So you would never have to worry or contact a support service due to reasons that the crypto coin is not profitable anymore. So that's a good incentive that they provided there. Now, the only way you would be able to interact with your machine is to upgrade. So, for example, if you purchase a $100 miner and you would like to change anything, you will not be able to downgrade. You will only be able to upgrade to the next category or the next echelon. So once again, you can sponsor as many affiliates as possible all around the world, which is an amazing opportunity. And just keep in mind that you will only be able to earn direct sales so long as you are purchasing the XS or the starter miners. So anything above that, you will need to purchase, or if you would like to earn any other streams of income, which I will be showing in the next slide, you would need to have minimum the Kickstarter package. I think the only exception to the rule would be South America and Pakistan and India, I believe. I'm not too sure about that. But with these countries, you'll be able to start with $100, and you will still be able to earn the other streams of income. And of course, with the direct sales, the payouts are daily and immediate, to say the least. So this is just an example: $50, $50, 10% from 500, left and right. And as you can see, it's yeah, $100. So the third point is binary activation. What is binary activation? So this is the third stream of income. It's called binary commissions, but before you actually earn binary commissions, you would have to first activate this third income stream. So binary means two, just in case. In this business, you're building the left structure and the right structure. So what is a structure? A structure simply means if I bring in someone called Paul, okay, sorry, let's say her name is Sandra, and you bring in someone on the right named Paul, that will be my left structure and right structure. It's nothing simple. So anything that comes under Sandra would be considered my left network or left organization or left structure. There's just many terms that we use in these industries to determine yeah, the business model. So in a binary system, you have left and right. And for you to be eligible, what you would need to do is to start with a minimum package of a Kickstarter. You would need to purchase a Kickstarter package. And you would have to have minimum one person on the left that purchased a Kickstarter package and one person on the right. Once that is accomplished, you would have activated your binary, and you would be allowed to actually earn what we call binary commissions. Now, how do these commissions work? It's pretty simple. There's one term you would have to keep in mind is it's called cycle. What is a cycle? Okay, a cycle is every $1,000 that is generated from either side, whether it's left or right, whether left structure or right structure. Every $1,000 is considered one cycle. So that's the most important. And you would always get paid 10% on the weakest structure's turnover. And that's how binary commissions are paid out. Now, you might hear someone else talk about network bonuses. That's also what we call binary commissions. So in terms of terminologies. So the maximum amount of cycles an affiliate is allowed to earn as of today is 40 cycles. So that will be $4,000 per day. So these bonuses are huge, and they're paid out on a daily basis. So in this example, just to help you understand how it's paid out once you start building your business, is yeah, if you would have a left organization and a right organization of miners, regardless where they are in the world. Let's say on the left structure, as you can see here, if you do the sum, you would have generated $34,500 of turnover. So that would represent 34 cycles. Okay, because you purchased a Kickstarter package, you will be limited to 10 cycles maximum. Now, there are ways to upgrade your cycles. Your cycles, they depend directly on the type of miner you purchase. For example, someone that would have ordered an elite miner would be eligible to maximize the amount of cycles he would be getting paid from. So, for example, an elite miner would award you a total cycle of 40. So you'll be able to make $4,000 right from the bat, right from the beginning, purchasing an elite miner. Now, that don't mean that as soon as you purchase an elite miner, you will be earning $4,000 a day. What it simply means is you are able to reach a maximum of $4,000 a day. So you do not get paid on the strong leg. That's the way binary system work in these type of businesses, and it doesn't change here with Omnia. So on the left side is where your weaker turnover is located. So here, since it's 10,000, you will be getting paid, $1,000 paid out on a daily basis from this turnover. So this is just day one. Now it's written rest. What does rest means? And you see rest on both sides. So what that means is Omnia uses this turnover, okay, this $10,000. It uses that as a reference before the next day starts. So if they paid you out using the cycle, the 10 cycles which you consume on day one, they will deduct that from your right side. So the next day you will start on the right side with 24,000 turnover, and on your right side you will have consumed, or what they call flush. You would have flushed out your turnover. So the next day, any miners that are purchased around the world under your organization, you would have then start a new rat race on day two, and then it repeats, and then you are able to reproduce cycles, and then you're getting paid out 10%. Now, maybe on Monday you're getting paid from the left side, and on Tuesday you're getting paid from the right side. It all depends on which side of the organization is growing and at which speed. Obviously Navarro will be giving you guys strategies, awesome strategies that is going to help you develop your business. And what I can tell you right now is the best strategy, of course, is to have both left structure and right structure developing at the same speed, so you can maximize the income you'll be getting from the binary commissions. Daily payouts to cryptocurrency. If I'm going too fast, do not hesitate to point it out, and I will try to slow down the pace. Okay, so your payouts are paid out directly to your e-wallet in cryptocurrency. Okay, so so this we understand. The 10% always goes out to the weaker structure. So point number 3 is matching bonuses. Now this is also straightforward. In order for you to be earning or eligible to earn this form of payment, you would first have to activate your binary. So we went over that a couple slides ago. 500. So, or Kickstarter on the left, Kickstarter on the right, and you've activated your binary. Now these commissions, they're paid out from they're paid out from your generation, your levels of generation. Now, what do I call generation? When you bring in the first line, or the first person you bring in would be considered your first level generation. Okay, and when that person brings in someone else, that second level will be considered your second level or your second generation. So matching bonuses are just commissions that are paid out based on the binary commissions you heard we spoke about one slide ago. So for example, if Navarro brought me in the business, and just today I earned from one cycle, so I earned let's say $100. Well, Nav would have earned $4 because he's directly sponsored me. Okay, so if Nav had 5 people on his first line, he would have increased that number as well, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty basic and pretty straightforward in terms of a payment method. Now, it's very important that I precise this is all cumulable. So you're receiving all of these payments at the same time, whether it's mining directly from the machine, whether it's binary commissions, or whether it's matching bonuses. And that matching bonuses are paid out on a weekly basis, and you are only limited to four generations. Beyond the 4th generation, you are not receiving any payouts. Now there are ways you can tap into lower generations, but Nav will explain that in a different in the training session. So besides matching bonuses, you have turnover bonuses, and the turnover bonuses are really lucrative. They are paid. There's nothing you can do personally like to affect it besides just developing your business. It just comes naturally. So at the end of the month, you're paid these turnover bonuses. They are generated from and paid out from your weaker leg. So your weaker turnover, your weaker structure that has the weakest, the smallest turnover. and yeah, they're paid out on a monthly basis. I'm not too sure when exact. I think it's the first week of the following month is paid out. Is that correct, Nav?
They are paid out at the end of the month.
End of the month. Okay. So there you go. So yeah. Once again, for this payment, you would have to activate your binary. Without your binary being active, so without you yourself having minimum a Kickstarter package and having 2 members left and right with a Kickstarter package, you will not be receiving these payments. Okay. So the next point is strategies on how to maximize your personal mining performance. Now, we all start by purchasing a miner, and we all start by earning money daily from these miners. Now, how do I maximize? How do I be as effective as possible? You know, how do I spend a minimum to receive the maximum? And this is what this slide is all about. You have many different individuals that are going to be joining your business in this industry, and you know, what we try to educate, of course, is the best strategies. Now, the price of the Bitcoin today is about $4,300. Okay, so you can easily go out and say, you know what, I'm going to go and buy a Bitcoin directly. You know, why should I need a miner? The point is, you still have to go out and spend your money, your hard-earned money, to purchase that Bitcoin. That's the reason we invest in miners, because the miners continuously provide you that same Bitcoin that that many people are trying to acquire as of today. So how do you actually spend? How do you upgrade? How do you upgrade your production rate? This is what this is about. So what we do is, we are in the business to help other individuals to achieve success and to achieve levels of wealth. And it's a great opportunity to have the opportunity to do this today with Bitcoin. So the first thing you do in this business is, of course, make a name list. And this name list is literally the map of your wealth. Because if you don't share this opportunity with anyone, obviously the only thing you'll be left with is just one machine that is producing you a certain amount of cryptocurrencies on a daily basis. So everyone wants to increase that. So this is what we do. We encourage everyone to write down a name list of 10 individuals you know that are interested in earning or acquiring these lucrative digital currencies. Okay, and once you've write down that name list and you've you know, done the right steps, you know, you've went through the basic steps, how to help these individuals to earn their first machines, and show them how to, you know, use their back office, which Nav will be showing next. You know, you will acquire these bonuses, which I explained earlier. You know, the binary bonuses, you know, the matching bonuses, the turnover bonuses. You're going to be earning all of that income. What you're going to do with that income, what we suggest, is to upgrade your miner. If your miner is providing you a daily payout of, for example, with a Kickstarter, I think is about $48 as of yesterday, the last time I checked. If you're acquiring $48 a month from your miner, you know, work towards a goal where the bonuses you're acquiring, reinvest it, upgrade your miner from a Kickstarter to, you know, to the ultimate goal, of course, is an elite miner, you know, and your payout will automatically increase. So when your miner increases, of course, your payout, like I said, is increasing. So the reason you would like to act as fast as possible is simply because of the value of Bitcoin today and where it's headed. But it's not only Bitcoin. Like you said, we are able to mine many other cryptocurrencies, and you know, well, what you're able to do with these currencies today is limited. But tomorrow, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, no one knows what you'll be doing with currencies. So we encourage everyone to hold on to these currencies, you know. And while today in 2017, moving into 2018, you know, I think is the best moment to hold on to them, you know, and take advantage of the perfect timing. So point number 8 is, of course, what are the achievements, what are the ranks, the achievements, the rewards you can acquire in this opportunity with the OMNIA. Now, there are 2 sets of ranks. We would say there's elementary ranks, Whereas when you start, where most of us are today, because the opportunity haven't really started yet, is starting officially in September. So we're all in a very blessed position, I would say, because what we can do as of today, even if the opportunity hasn't officially launched, we're able to help our team, become experts at basic tasks. What we call basic task is simple, is activating your binary. Anyone can activate a binary. All you have to do is purchase a miner and hit the minimum requirements to activate these binaries, and that's it. I mean, that's the objective of this business, to make it simple, keep it simple, so that the next person is able to do it. So while you're doing these basic steps and you're becoming better, and you become an expert at it, you will hit the ranks. I will not show like what are the specific requirements to hit these ranks as of the moment, but we will go through the rewards, the achievements and rewards. So the first position is called bronze executive. Once you hit that position, Omnia will compensate you with a bronze pin. And the next position you would want to hit is silver executive. And you guessed it, yeah, the reward for that will be a silver pin. And you can move on to gold executive. Gold pin would be the reward. And before I even proceed, the objective, if you want to maximize your growth, your bonuses, your business, if you really want to take a full advantage of it, you would definitely have to help as many people on your organization to achieve bronze executive, and help them go from bronze executive to silver executive. And that's the magic of this business, and you learn a lot while doing that. So platinum, the company Omnia, they reward you with the latest iPad, of course. A sapphire, which is the 5th position, they award you with the MacBook Pro. Now, this is what we call the elementary ranks. You can move on, while you're growing, there will be more lucrative positions to achieve. And of course, with more lucrative positions come more lucrative rewards. So the 7th position in the business, which we think all of us should strive to achieve, because this is where your business really starts to take off, and you're really reaching, we would say, close to financial independence, because the wealth you're acquiring is consistent and is achievable. So Ruby is the next position, and the reward for achieving the Ruby position is a trip to Ibiza, all paid, all expenses, taken on by Omnia. After Ruby, you have Diamond, which rewards a trip to Caribbean, all expenses paid from Omnia. Following that, you have Blue Diamond, which rewards you with a Porsche 911, which is all paid, brand new from the company. Of course, after that, you have Crown Diamond, which awards you with a Ferrari 458. Then you have a Black Diamond, which is the highest position in this business, which awards you, of course, with the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, all of these toys, these perks, these rewards, they're nice to have, but the business itself, having to just keep cryptocurrencies, just to acquire cryptocurrencies is, for me, the most lucrative. And the reason is it's its value. No one knows where the value is going to reach as of today. So having a company who's willing to go the extra mile and provide you rewards for your hard work, for helping others, it's an amazing thing. But don't forget, the target is to acquire your cryptocurrencies and help others to acquire their cryptocurrencies. So the last point, of course, is event. Launching this Omnia event is going to be on the 17th of September in the O2 Arena in London. And this is really how you take full advantage of explaining this business and getting to meet the leaders, getting to meet the owners. And also, most important is getting to understand what the real vision is. Many people are involved with Bitcoins. There's many people that are not. So getting to understand the pioneers, and we are all pioneers as we're speaking on this call. 5 years from now, you know, they might have a lot more individuals in the world joining this business, and to be part of the first is very key, that we understand what is the vision, you know, and there's no better place to get a first-hand grasp on the vision than from the owners, from the horse's mouth himself. You know, the founders, the co-founders, whether it's Genesis Mining, whether it's Omnia, they are all going to be present in London and UK, and you can use that as a catapult to grow your business internationally, because this is an international business. You should keep it in mind. So yeah, this is you can book your tickets now. You can approach NAF. He will provide you, you know, an input on how. I think the seats are pretty limited at the moment. So yeah, try your best to reserve it. It's going to be a fantastic adventure going to the first Omnia event. So that will be it on my side for the compensation. I will pass it on to Nav, and he will actually walk you through, you know, how do you manage your back office, and you know how you take full control over your business, basically, because your back office is where you're able to control, you know, where you're going to develop. Am I going to develop the left structure? Am I going to develop, you know, the right structure? Do I have to actually, you know, fly to maybe South America or United States or to Europe to help individuals and grow my wealth while doing that? So Nav is going to show you all about how to take control of your business with the launch. So once again, thank you guys very much for having me here to show you the compensation plan, and I'll pass it on to Nav. Thanks, Nav.